What's up, everybody? I'm in Finland. Pulled off to the side of the road here for a second. Time to change into my flip-flops. First time on this trip that I've actually felt like it was too warm to be wearing shoes. And now that I'm in southern Finland, it's 74 degrees. And having some experiences. Thought might be worth sharing. Let's turn on the front camera. Really been triggered lately. Really been triggered by some media and social media stuff, and created a lot of anger in me. And the kind of compulsive thoughts that I just can't get rid of. And then I write articles and essays and stating a particular position about where I'm coming from, and now it's time to make my stand. I've had enough of this shit. I'm going all out. That's it. This is it. We're gonna do it. But I know what I'm feeling isn't 100% sincere, because I'm carrying it up here and in here, and I don't have access to here. Well, I got access, and it made all those thoughts go quiet. It made all that energy calm down. It made all the anger go away. I got in touch with the vulnerable part, the deeper part that is being protected by the anger. And suddenly I can rest. It's not that I can rest because my problem has been solved. And it's not because people's opinions have changed, or the world has changed, or media has changed, or social media, or politics. It's not because the world is any further away from disaster than it was 20 minutes ago. It's because I'm in touch with a much deeper feeling. One that's not protective in nature, one that's not defensive. It's honest and it's vulnerable. It's not looking for a solution. I'm not looking for a solution now to what I'm feeling. I'm just letting myself have feelings. And I can feel in my gut energy happening. I can feel flow. I can feel circulation physically. I can feel it. And it was all trapped up in here. And every time I have these feelings that are angry and demand something be done immediately, no matter what the consequences, I'm able to recognize a little quicker that there's something deeper happening. But even that recognition isn't enough. I have to wait for that deeper self to feel safe enough to relax a little bit and get honest. So good things are happening. The potential here is unbelievable. It's really, really unbelievable. I have the potential to be somebody and communicate in a way that I didn't know how to do before. And I think that I can help bring clarity. We all have our avenue. We all have our way. I think we all have the mundane circumstances that are available to us that we can use to practice our Kung Fu. One of the things about the internet and social media is that it's giving us an opportunity to really get to the bottom of ourselves, because we're triggered constantly, being attacked constantly. The things from the outside that have always been there, and the things inside of us that have always been there, are all coming to the surface. And the incredible amount of discomfort that's being caused is an opportunity for us to really find out what's going on inside of ourselves. It doesn't mean that it's not disgusting what's happening. It doesn't mean that there's not powerful elements that are using these against us. But if we allow these things to work for us, we can become absolutely amazing people in this process, through these attacks, through the triggering, through the manipulation. We can use all of it to set ourselves free. Social media, in a way, is kind of a spiritual sojourner's paradise. If you ever wanted to go to a place to be challenged, if you ever wanted to find out what kind of net you've built inside of yourself that catches garbage, go into the cesspool of social media and see if you come out clean. If you have a trigger, you're going to find it. If you have a resistance point in you, that collects garbage and doesn't just let it pass through, you're going to find it. And the things that used to take a lifetime or lifetimes to be exposed to, we can be exposed to in a year now. We can move more quickly through our issues than ever before because our issues are more apparent than ever before. It's time for us to grow up as a culture and as a society, and not everybody's going to make it because it's hard. You know, ignorance is not the same as maturity or spirituality or enlightenment. My goal in life is not to maintain the innocence that I had as a child. It's to obtain the innocence that I can have from going through things. I want to be aware. I want to have experiences. I want to know the world and still be an innocent person. I want to know what's out there, the trouble, the pain, and still be a loving person. I think this is the mark of somebody who's on the right path. It's easy to be brave when you don't know there's things to be afraid of. But it's exposure that exposes me. And I think I need to be exposed. Because I want to find out what's inside of me. And I want to let go of the things that aren't me, that aren't healthy and helpful. I want to use this process. I want to do this right. I want to take advantage of the pain of life, to expose the things in me that I don't need to be hanging on to see the net that I've built inside of myself that collects pain, that collects dysfunction, that collects difficulty. I want to pull that apart. When I get to this space, when I have these experiences, these breakthroughs, that only come by being triggered for some reason, I realize that all of this traveling, this being trapped in a car by myself, being trapped in a car with a madman, something has to give. And realizing that all of this traveling and the pictures that I take and the places that I go, man, they're just not that important. It just doesn't matter that much. It's nothing. It's a subplot compared to the growth that's taking place in me.